3 signs that you are not ready to open up a second gym. Hey, my name is Vince Gabriel. I'm here to bring you some great new information on if you should make a big shift in your life. It's kind of like deciding on should you have another child, should you have to open up that second gym. And here's the thing, working with hundreds and hundreds of gym owners over the last decade, I've seen a lot of guys open up second gyms. I've seen a lot of guys think about opening up second gyms, and I've seen a lot of guys open up second gyms and then close the second one down in a matter of months. And so I've seen a lot of things that have happened over the years. And I want to give you guys 3 signs today that will tell you if you're not ready yet. And if you're not ready yet, it's okay. And before I get into the 3 reasons, here's the thing. The biggest reason why most gyms fail is lack of capital, meaning they just don't have enough money to withstand any type of turbulation or troubles or trials and things like that. So they just run out of money and they fold. That's most businesses in general. So if you're already strapped for cash and you have absolutely no money, it's probably not the best decision right now to open up a second gym, because that probably means that your first business is not bringing you the financial success that you want or need in your life. And yes, you could go out and borrow money and things like that, but ideally, this is not even one of them. But your first model should be somewhat of a success before you decide to open up a second one. But the first real reason is this one. And this is if you're not sure. If you're not sure. So if you are going back and forth of should I open a second one, should I not open a second one, let me tell you what's going on in your mind. And Dave Ramsey has a saying for this. He calls this a spineless leader is an oxymoron. A spineless leader is an oxymoron. And this is your job. Your job as a business owner is to be decisive. And the better you get at being decisive, the more success you will have in your business career. When you're on the fence and you're like, I think I should open a second gym, but I'm not sure, what that's telling yourself and is telling all the people around you that you are not ready yet. And when you are ready to make the decision of, I am going to go and I'm going to open up this second gym, and you are confident in your ability to do that, that is when you know that is the first way that you are ready to do it. The second reason is that you're not ready to open up a second gym is that you don't have the right people in the right seats. And I have heard people wanting to open up second gyms, and they tell me all about the problems that they're having and the trainers that they have that aren't showing up on time and the people they have that aren't bought into the culture. And if you are going to all of a sudden disappear from your business and go and open a second location, you have to make sure that your first one doesn't fall apart. Because what's the point of your going up open a second gym if your first one falls apart when you go to open up the second one? And the team that you have in place is going to be the thing that holds the business together when you are gone. Because I think sometimes people underestimate, as gym owners, they underestimate their value to the business, right? And one of the tests for it is to just leave for a month, right? It's just leave for a month. And I tell this story a lot, but I left for a month for my business about 3 or 4 years ago. And I left by accident. My dad was sick, so I had to leave. And my business continued to run and grow without me. And it was like a beautiful thing and one of the most amazing things, but I left for 4 weeks and things were good. So I opened up a second business, the business that you see here. I didn't open up a second gym because I just didn't want to, but I wanted to open up another business. And so that 4-week hiatus was the thing that allowed me to say, I am ready to go do something else. So a great test for that to see if you have the right people in place is to just leave your business and see what happens. Okay. And the third thing, the sign that you're not ready to open a second gym, is that if you don't have really well documented systems. If you don't have really well documented systems, that means there's a ton of decisions that have to be made on a daily basis, and that is a really challenging, hard way to run your business. You need a documented system for how you bring in new clients. You need a documented system for how you transition those leads into new clients. You need a documented system for how you hire. And I will say this, that the more you expand and duplicate what you do, the more important it is to have a way that you do things. Because if you don't have a way that you do things in your first location, you're just gonna go think of another way to do things in your second one, and that is just gonna cause a ton of stress. So you're not ready to open up your second location if one, you're kind of on the fence about it, if two, you don't have the right people in the right seats, and three, you don't have your systems dialed in to the point where you have repeatable, reliable processes that create a predictable result. So those are 3 ways. This is not easy stuff. Running one gym is not an easy thing to do. Running 2 gyms is doubly as hard, but there are certain things that you do need to do before you're ready. And one of them is get your mind right. Make sure your mind is focused on opening up the second one. The second is get the right people in the right seats. And the third one is get your systems dialed in. And then you'll be open and ready to open up that second location. If you'd like to open up a second location or you'd like to chat with me about it, I put a link in there to set up a call with me. You can just click that link and set up a call and discuss this whole situation. And sometimes there's a lot of moving parts to these things, but love to help you and get you rolling in the right direction. Click the link and you can book that call with me, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks so much.